ti do ti la sol fa mi re do re mi fa sol la ti do re la sol fa mi re mi fa sol la ti do re do ti la sol fa mi fa sol la ti do re mi fa mi re do ti la sol fa sol la ti do re mi fa sol fa mi re do ti la sol la ti do re mi fa sol la sol fa mi re do ti la ti do re mi fa sol la ti la sol fa mi re do ti do re mi fa sol la ti do.
Good. All right, follow the finger. So come back to our low do. Do. Ooh, center that. Do. There we go.
Do, mi, re, do, mi, sol, do, sol, do, mi, sol, do, mi, sol, re, sol, re, sol, do, mi, sol, re, sol, do, re, do, mi, do, re, do, sol.
Try again.
Do, mi, sol,
There we go.
do, sol, la, re, sol, fa, mi, re, la, do.
Remember, you can call this 58. Number 227. Let's do one together, and then I'm going to go down my list here. 227, we're in what key?
D major.
We start on
Mi.
mi, and we end on
Do.
do. All right, so be careful starting on mi. We haven't done that in a while. Here's our D major. Set our key and
Do, mi, sol, mi, do, fa, la, fa, do, ti, do, sol, do.
first pitches.
Mi.
All right, we're in 6/8, and we have a pickup. So we're here, 1 and 2, and think your way through it. Okay, let's reset our D. And
Do, mi, sol, mi, do, fa, la, fa, do, ti, do, sol,
first
do.
pitch.
Mi,
Here we go. 1 and 2.
mi, fa, sol, mi, do, re, do, re, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do.
Excellent at the end. Very down, ready?
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Ti, do, re, do, fa, do, fi, do, sol, do, sol, do.
that you start to get them, okay? Especially that 4 chord. When you're setting your key, I know a lot of you just want to do the do, mi, so and be done, but there are so many do laws in our examples, or especially if it's minor, then you definitely want to have that law in your head. So that's why doing that 4 chord is really, really helpful to be part of setting that key, okay? Because essentially what we want you to do is in your head is really what we want you to do. But it's faster to vocalize it because then you get all those pitches of those 3 chords in your voice and in your ear, okay? So it's kind of a simplified way, but don't skip that 4 chord because they happen enough in our examples that we want to make sure we're outlining that, okay? Take out your melodia and let's look at page 82. Alright, so we can start right at the beginning of the page. What key are we in? G major. And what do we start on?
Sol.
Okay, sol 2.
Sol.
Okay, so you got to think the octave as well. Remember, think a combination of your solfege and your intervals. Okay, because we don't sing sol to sol that often, but if you know where sol is and you can hear the octave, then you know where you're going. Okay. After that, in exercise 20, what key are we in? Okay, you've got a double bar, so you're changing keys. Okay, so if you want to mark that in there just so that your brain remembers there's not going to be any F sharps, those are all going to be F naturals now in 20. All right, so we're kind of going back and forth. Wherever you see that double bar, the key changes. Okay, all right, so here is our G major. Let's set it.
Do, mi, sol, mi, do, fa, la, fa, do, ti, do, sol, do.
So where are we starting?
Sol.
You gotta make sure you start low enough so you got an octave above it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and.
Sol, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do.
C major.
Sol, fa, mi, re, do, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, fa, sol.
Did we all get that F sharp gone? Especially the first one. Second one was a little bit better. So changing keys, you have to, again, think that's now going to be a whole step. Okay? It's no longer the half step. It's now a whole step. All right? So try that and measure 20 again. Ready, go.
Sol, fa, mi, re, do, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, fa, sol.
Now G major.
Do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do, ti, do, re, mi, re, do, ti, la, sol.
Is it going to be la? Mm-hmm. And then a 5, this is your do if we're harmonic minor. Okay, and then should do it this way. I was trying to line up my does, but that didn't work. Right? Because then we're gonna go like we normally do, right? Okay, because our 5 is still major. Okay, but you have to look at your exercise. If you don't have T in your exercise, then you may not want to do that. If you have Te in your exercise, then you may want to use that when you set your key, okay? This is going to help us because we're going to do our chord progressions both in major and minor. So that's why I want us to start thinking do-based minor as well, is for this piece, okay? Because you're not going to hear these in law necessarily, okay? And they don't function in law, okay? So stand up and let's sing 31 slowly so we can process our syllables, all right? So first thing we're going to do, here's our G minor. So sing your chords. Ready?
Do, re, sol, re, do, fa, do, ti, do, sol, do.
So now where are we starting? Go slow so you can process your syllables. 1, 2, 3, and.
Re, fa, sol, sol, la, ti, do.
Oh, we're in half notes. So what is our E natural? Is it lay? It's la. It is our la because it's raised, okay? All right, so here's our so. Start right there on the so-so. Ready, go.
Sol, sol, la, ti, do.
3, 4.
Re, mi, fa, sol, re, sol, la, ti, do.
So why is that harder? Why? Kate.
Because we always associate minor key with la, and because we do that, we associate the pitches with the syllables rather than...
Because in this case, you had all this la, ti, do, so you're thinking, oh, I'm in major. But whoops, I'm not. I still have that may stuck in there, right? So it's a different way of thinking about it, but when we start thinking about chord functionality, chords don't function in la, they function in do. So that's why we're going to start to go back and forth now so that you can hear it both ways, okay? So come back here, here's G minor, all right? And just do this with me, ready? When you're doing do-based minors, you got to figure out now which minor am I doing? Am I natural? Am I harmonic? Which one? Do I have tays? Do I have laws? Do I have lays? Do I have anything else kind of thrown off in there depending on what's in my key signature? Okay, so I know that that's a shift for you, which is why I had you get out your pencils. Okay, but I do want us to start to do both, so that you have both ways of thinking about your music in general, not just your sight singing music, but your music in general, okay? All right, good. Turn to your Berkowitz. What time is it? Oh, good. All right.